the Earth if the sun suddenly switched off is probably the single most popular question submitted to What If.
Yeah, I've always wondered that, because if it's just gone, then I assume, we have light, like we can just turn on lights and stuff like that. But I don't know. Let's just see.
Been answered already. A search for what if the sun went out turns up lots of excellent articles thoroughly analyzing the situation. However, there are a few aspects of this scenario that I thought other answers were missing, so I've decided to add my 2 cents.
Okay.
We won't worry about exactly how it happens. We'll just assume that the sun, for some reason, becomes a cold, inert sphere. What would the consequences be for us here on Earth? Better astronomy. Without the sun, ground-based observatories would be able to operate around the clock. The cooler air would create less atmospheric noise, which would reduce the load on adaptive optics systems and allow for sharper images. Improved satellite service. When a communications satellite passes in front of the sun can drown out the satellite's radio signal, causing an interruption in service. Deactivating the sun would solve this problem. Easier trade. Time zones make trade more expensive. It's hard to do business with someone if their office hours don't overlap with yours. If the sun went out, it would eliminate the need for time zones, allowing us to switch to coordinated universal time and give a boost to the global economy. Reduced risk of solar flares. In 1859, a massive solar flare and geomagnetic storm hit the Earth. A basic principle of physics is that changing magnetic fields induce currents in wires. Unfortunately for us, by 1859 we had wrapped the Earth in telegraph wires. The storm caused powerful currents in those wires, knocking out communications and in some cases causing telegraph equipment to catch fire.
Wow.
Since 1859, we've wrapped the Earth in a lot more wires. If the 1859 solar flare and storm hit us today, it's estimated that the economic damage to the US alone would be several $1 trillion, more than every hurricane which has ever hit the US combined. If the sun went out, this threat would be eliminated. We'd also be safe from the hurricanes.
But if the sun is out right now, why is the $1 trillion effect not affecting us right now? Like, you get what I'm saying? Especially if they said we wrapped more cords around the world, then why has it not affected us right now?
Will be frozen. Cheaper bridges. The Department of Transportation estimates that it will cost $20 billion per year over the next 20 years to repair and maintain all U.S. bridges. Many U.S. bridges are overwater.
$20 billion just to maintain a bridge? I mean, yeah, I get it, but $20 billion? Is it for all U.S. or just every bridge? Let me rewind it real quick.
The Department of Transportation estimates that it will cost $20 billion per year over the next 20 years to repair and maintain all U.S. bridges.
Okay, that's not that bad. All U.S. bridges, 20 million, that's not that bad. I thought it was 20 million a bridge. I was going to say 20 million a bridge is insane.
These bridges are over water. Without the sun, we could save money by simply driving on a strip of asphalt laid across the ice.
That would never work because, well, I mean, I guess this is if the sun went out permanently. If the sun went out permanently, there wouldn't even be enough time for that. We would literally be frozen at that point. We'd be frozen. Like, everything would just be frozen and cold. And they would charge so much money for heat. Like, heat would be the new luxury if that ever happened. If that truly ever happened, heat would be the new luxury. Solar panels that are charged by the suns, those go have zero meaning now, and I don't know. I just wouldn't. It's just gonna be freezing cold. Like, I'm telling you, heat is gonna be a luxury. Heat is gonna be a luxury. Like, it's gonna be so cold that it's gonna be hard to even start fires. Like, that's how cold it's gonna be. So, but having asphalt on there, that asphalt is gonna solid up like that, like literally like that. So those roads would just be like messed up and nah.
Safer children. According to health experts, babies younger than 6 months should be kept out of direct sunlight. Without sunlight, our children would be safer.
Man, what? Sunlight helps you. But, okay, maybe when you're first born, you shouldn't be in sunlight. That's fine. But sunlight helps you. It energizes your body. That's why they say get the vitamin D. That's why they have Sunny D. You need the sun to energize your body. That's a natural way to energize your body.
Safer pilots. Many people sneeze when exposed to bright sunlight. The reasons for this reflex are unknown, but in some situations it's speculated that it may pose a danger to pilots during flight. If the sun went dark, we could mitigate this potential aviation hazard.
What? Man, those planes wouldn't even be able to get up in the air because the wings would be frozen.
Stable dust orbits. Without sunlight, there would be no Poynting-Robertson drag, which means we'd finally be able to place dust into a stable orbit around the sun without the orbits decaying. I'm not sure whether anyone wants to do that.
Yeah, I didn't say
why
would they want to put trash or dust around the sun for what? That doesn't make no sense.
Safer parsnip. Wild parsnip is a surprisingly nasty plant. Its leaves contain chemicals called furocoumarins, which can be absorbed by human skin without
You guys
causing
ever had
symptoms
parsnip?
at first. However, when the skin is then exposed to sunlight, even days or weeks later, the furocoumarins cause a nasty chemical burn. This is called phytophotodermatitis. A darkened sun would liberate us from the parsnip threat.
But I mean, I don't think too many people are getting injured by parsnip. At least I know I'm not. I'm pretty sure majority of you guys aren't. Unless you guys are, then comment down below. But yeah, I don't think the parsnip one really matters. But
if the sun went out, we would see a variety of benefits across many areas of our lives.
But where's the
Are there any
negatives?
downsides to this scenario? Just one. We would all freeze and die.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could do all that, but we would literally just be frozen. Like, we could not do anything. Like, if that's someone out, I'd give it maybe 30 minutes to an hour tops, and we really start feeling that freezing cold. Like, when I tell you, it's just gonna go pitch black. It's just, imagine everything just went boom, just dark, and now you can't see nothing. Like, you can't see anything, and then boom, you'll turn on the light, and then I guess it's kind of back to how it is. But yeah. All right, y'all. That'll cap it off for this video. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, we got to 200 subs. Oh, thank you guys so much for the 200 subs. Now, we just need to get to 300. Like I said, 500 on the way to June. Once again, thank you guys so much for giving me the 200 subs. I really appreciate it. Not taken for granted. By the time when we get to 500 subscribers, I promise I'm going to do a giveaway for you guys. So comment down below what you guys will want, and I will see you guys in this next video. All right, y'all. Peace.